Hello and welcome to another session. In this session, we are going to explore ways in which you can own your own home. One of the most basic needs for every person, every human, its ability to find safety. And that safety is most profoundly impacted by the residence, the place we live. And that place is a sacred place we call home. Unlike most languages, where the difference of home and house is not found in English language, home has a very specific meaning. That meaning is so profound that we associate home with comfort, safety, and pleasure of having our loved ones in one place. So it is only natural that we aspire to have our own space that we can call our own place, our own sanctuary, where we are not bound by the words or the directives or the commands of others, where you will not be bogged down with debt and obligations and the rent to pay for months and months on end that stretch into years and decades. It is for this reason that owning a home is sacrilegious concept to some, yet to others it seems a way of life. And if you choose to subscribe to one of these, that you find home to be a sanctuary, a place of joy, a place of safety, then this session is designed to help to program your mind to find all the resources, all the skills that you may need to make that into a reality. Now, we all heard of things like the law of attraction, or the idea that you could dream about things and make it into something that is real in your life. Sometimes it's called the manifestation of dreams or creation of your dreams. No matter how you name it, you will find that this is key component of what the new futuristic visions of the new generation is, that they want to manifest things in their own reality in the way they wish, without putting on the effort or having the skill set within their minds to have it happen before their own very eyes. Of course, most people think that just by dreaming that these things will just happen is a far stretch from what reality will show them. And this is very, very reasonable if you think about it. If you have no action, just thoughts by themselves have very little power, because power comes from actions, words, and deeds. That's why it's often said that action speaks louder than words, and thoughts must proceed before the actions and words come forth. So it's like a trinity that must be manifested in equal parts. So how do we go about it? How do we program our mind to have this trinity? That is what we are going to do in this session. So let us begin by taking a comfortable position, preferably a reclining position, but not a lying down position, because sometimes people drift off to places like deep sleep which is of course very nice, but is not conducive to what we want to achieve in this session. My very words that you hear will keep your mind attentive, focused, and very intrigued. That, of course, will keep your mind awake, but not the part that is conscious, but the unconscious. So, what do I mean by the unconscious? The unconscious is the part that controls your breathing, your heart rate, your body's temperature, on which hormones to secrete, and your digestive system. It is that part of your body that finds attraction, finds pleasure, remembers and records all that you see, taste, and feel. That is the source of all your intelligence, skills, and abilities. The conscious mind, on the other hand, is the detriment to most of humanity because it's critical. It makes judgments, generalizations, and does not operate in the realm of possibilities, but in the realm of limitations. That's why when I advise my clients, give them the sessions, briefings, they always hear me say that you have to leave your conscious mind outside the door and turn inwards towards your unconscious now, so that you may find that you are on your journey to becoming a more resourceful person. And now that we are ready to begin, please make sure your arms are uncrossed, your legs are uncrossed, your head is resting comfortably and well supported, that your cell phone is turned off, all devices, electronic, are turned off, and that you have instructed anyone who may disturb you that you will need a period of 30 to 45 minutes for yourself for this session so that you can work on yourself. I call this the inner workings. So now we can begin by taking a deep inhalation. That inhalation is going to guide your body to the right focus point, which is the breathing, the rhythm of your in-breath and out-breathing. And as you deeply bring in that air and hold it for a brief moment, please do remember to release the air gently, softly, like you are whispering to a baby. And as you exhale, you can let your eyes close ever so gently. And if this is the right thing for you, it will happen just all by itself. But if you need a brief moment longer, where your eyes might defocus and feel tired and close all by themselves, this can happen naturally as well. Either way that you do is not important. What is important is that you follow my words, and my words will carry you like a twig on a stream, dancing up and down with each intonation, each word, each syllable. And as you hear these words, your mind will start to drift down a path that we call the path of least resistance. And this path of least resistance will yield your unconscious mind to take over to the processes that are about to begin by allowing you to go into a deep, profound state of relaxation that is accompanied with peaceful serenity that encompasses not only your head, but all of your entire body, all the way down to the tips of your toes and your fingers. And as you do so, please realize that your breathing also slows down. Like a baby's breath, it will flow in and out without resistance, without hesitation, As it does so, notice how your body just begins to relax and sink into that space. At this moment, you may feel the gravity sucking you down, your arms becoming more and more limp and soft. Your shoulders may start sinking towards the gravity. And this will happen all by itself as you begin to relax all parts of your body that held tension throughout the day. You may notice that your scalp also may relax, as well as your jaw, your tongue, your ears, and everywhere around your eyes. They will become soft and subtle and supple. As the sensation of relaxation spreads down to your neck and chest and the rest of your body ever so slightly, you might notice that it has a color or a warmth. This vibrational energy just takes over your body and guides your body to a state of profound receptivity. That is the ability to be suggestible to open ideas, ideas that will change the course of your life through properly programmed mind techniques. And what are these mind techniques? These mind techniques are things that you have been avoiding, things that you have been doing that were stopping you from achieving your desired goals. And that desired goal is owning your own house, your own place, your own apartment. Whatever that place that you may call home is being sabotaged by the very concept of your prior programming. You might have had situations where you may have overspent money, or you might have found that you have these unexpected emergencies that you could not control. And if you think about the idea of attracting, the law of attraction, you might want to ask yourself at this very moment, what is my unconscious mind doing by attracting these things that are stopping me or delaying the process in which I am traveling, journeying towards achieving my own residence? And I'd like you to take a moment to go back in time to see all these various events where you have actually stopped yourself from traveling forth. Instead of saving, you might have spent. Instead of doing the right things, you have repeatedly created obstacles in your journey towards owning your own place. And that place is what you want to call home. So we are going to reprogram your mind to see through these obstacles and not be a hindrance, but seeing it as an obstacle that you can surpass, that you can push aside as you journey towards having your own place. We are going to begin this process by imagining your ideal place. Imagine what it would look like, what it would feel like, where it would be. What kind of furnishings would it have? What kind of windows would it have? What kind of appliance would you have? How would you decorate it? These are key points, and I'd like you to take a journey in your own mind. Maybe you have not thought about these things, but to construct the ideal home in your own imagination, making it as precise, as detailed as you could possibly make, from the cups of that are stored in your storage to all the things that you may want to see. It could be books, it could be television, it could be furnishings that you like, or the picture that you may want to hang on a wall. All these things are the constructions of your imagination that allows the law of attraction to pull you closer to the idea of achieving these goals. And as you construct this beautiful place that which you will call home, I would like you to see yourself in that space in the clothes that you would want to be wearing, doing the things that you would want to be doing. And you would also want to notice how you will begin, how you would react, how you would feel being in a space like this. What would be the first thing that you would do when everything is in its own place? Would you take a seat? Would you be looking out of the window? Would you be enjoying a cup of tea or coffee? Or would you share that moment with somebody you love? Whatever you do is exclusively for you. It is for you to create the idea of your desires so that your unconscious mind can begin the process of constructing this reality for you. And this reality is going to become part of your reality, and it's only a point between your imagination and actual manifestation. What is important is to be fixated, not to go in different directions, but to steady and simple steps towards getting that goal. And that would mean that you must not look at other things that are distractive, take you from the course. It may be a cheaper home, it could be a cheaper place, it may be an alternative, it might be another place. Whatever you choose that place to be should be your goal, so that your mind doesn't have reprogramming change from your original path plan. Think of it like a plane traveling from point A to point B. If you, in your journey, decide and get distracted by the different things on the left or the right side of your window from the cockpit, and you veer off to the left or to the right and go off course, what would happen? Would it take longer to get there? Or you might just lose your course and find yourself deviating and losing precious time? This is not what the real persons with actual programming do. The programming I'm talking about is the mind programming. If you have programmed your mind properly, what you will find is that you are fixated. Your ideas are balanced. Your actions are in line with your thoughts. Your words follow your actions. So once they're all aligned, it is only a matter of time before that reality manifests. And that is the secret to achieving your goal. The law of attraction works in a simple fashion. Yet, in this simple fashion, your thoughts, your actions, and your words must align. What happens with majority of the people is that they get distracted, they deviate, and they lose focus. So it is very important to construct a reality around which you actually create the place that you want to have, you want to own. This could be a dream board. You could find the actual location, look for the idea, and when it is real in your own mind, then you begin to program it. What would you be buying in that house? What would you be putting into that house? And how would you gather the funds? Now, I'm going to share a big secret with you. And that secret is owning a house has less to do with money and more to do with a mindset. That's right. It has more to do with a mindset than money. Because money comes and goes. Money finds its own path. That's why when you are not working towards that one single goal, you'll find unexpected expenditures, unexpected things happen, and things that drive away from your goal will take precedence, and you find yourself spending money where it's not due. That's why you will find people go on binging. They might go on shopping sprees. These are all things that are signals that you are deviating from the course. Yet most people don't realize when they deviate from the course of owning their own home. Now that you have constructed your ideal home in your mind, look at down the timeline. Make a realistic projection, let's say 3 years, 2 years, or 5 years down the line, that you will own this place. And that place would require some amount of savings. Yet your pleasure should come from the money that you are saving as down payment or the purchase money that you will require to purchase this home. And that pleasure of actually seeing those numbers in your bank account grow should trigger the idea that you are actually getting closer and closer to having that home. That's why when you see the numbers grow, you are not actually seeing them as numbers, but they are automatically triggering the idea of owning that house, that home. And to do this, we are going to actually save money and make the proper steps to get there. And this is very simple. It means you need to budget a certain amount. You have to stop spending money where it's not due. And as you do this, you have to keep focused, which means you may want to put this house, the reminders of this place that you want to home and have, and make it a reality present in your life. So you may want to put pictures of it on your fridge door, keep one beside your bed, and have a recording. One of the most useful things that I can give you is the idea of affirmations. The affirmation is very simple. Do one thing, and as you do that one thing every morning or evening or whatever time you do it, you associate that action with the idea of an affirmation. Affirmations such as, I own my own home. I own my own home. Now notice I did not say I will own my own home, because the unconscious processes do not work in past, present, or the future. They work in the ever-present now. So your mind does not read I will, which is lack of something. When you say I own my own home, your mind is automatically thinking, I must say this. If I'm saying this, then it must be true. And when that statement does not match with the reality, then your unconscious mind will begin the processes of altering your actions and your words and your thoughts to match to that statement. That's how you'll achieve the statements of affirmation. That is why affirmations must be accomplished through the process of visual cues, actions that become habits, actions that become infused with words. And those words and actions, once they're infused, become the thoughts. And they are interchangeable, like a ball, a sphere that surrounds itself at any point in time. You could be in one spot or the other. You could be in action, you could be in word, it could be in thought, yet they all point into the very center, which is your idea of owning your own place, your own home. So now, as we have programmed your mind to see these possibilities, you are going to have to remember that you will have to do this on a daily basis, not 1 week, not 3 days, every day. Every day, as you keep focused, you will get to your journey's end, which is owning your own home. So now that we have done all this, I want you to go deeper and tell your unconscious mind that you are ready to make all the changes that are necessary, that it is okay to make all these changes in your life, in your own actions, in your own words and thoughts, so that they operate in the same consistent manner towards one single goal. As you do this, notice how your mind just becomes more supple. It will actually tell you that it is doing some processes. Yet in your critical mind, where it thinks things through and finds excuses, that's all suppressed, and your unconscious mind overrides all actions and behaviors, so that you are getting there faster, doing things more accurately, that you maintain a laser focused, sharp attention on details of creating your reality. And every day you can imagine this home, how you would be, where would you be, how you would be living, what you will be doing. And as you get through this journey, which may take you a few minutes and you may spend as long as you need to bring about that change that is necessary, I call this the paradigm shift. And your inner work, as we patented, is going to begin changes in your own body and mind, so that they are infused as one that operates towards one single goal, that is to bring you what you desire out of life. Now, as we bring this session to close, I want you to remember one thing, that you are the constructor of your own reality. You have brought yourself to this recording, to this listening, because you are on your path. You are in your search to become stronger, more resourceful, and agile in getting the things that you want out of life. And this is how it begins, by listening, observing, and researching the keys to unlocking those doors to a better future. Now, I want to thank you for listening to this recording, and I want you to bring a message of appreciation to yourself. We often are thankful to others, but we often forget that we have to be thankful for our own selves, for bringing the very existence that we have, to have gratitude for all the things that makes us whole and happy. And for that, I will end this session. Please do remember to repeat these processes every day for no less than 21 days for it to form a habit. And I look forward to seeing you in our next recording. Thank you.